Tip for success, and I've shared that with our elementary friends we were just meeting with. I would say transparency. When you have data and you have a success, share it with your staff, and doesn't necessarily have to be at a staff meeting. If it needs to be something really quick that you're super proud of for your school, send out a quick email. When you have implementation report results, share your positives and your areas for improvement. Transparency is key. It'll help your staff buy in.
My piece of advice is just to not let any naysayers get you down. Just keep going with your plan. Have those coaching conversations and those coaching moments along the way to show the successes that you are having. Having that data available really helps with that. And just keep going. They're either going to buy in eventually or they'll go away.
My advice would be to call Kathleen, because she really is, and that sounds funny, but she will answer your phone call, and if you get, I usually try to wait until I'm pretty frustrated before I call her, but if you call her, she will walk you back off the cliff.
I'm going to share a couple. The first one being provide the time. If this is really important to you as a school, you've got to build in time to do it. And I'm a long-time administrator, and I've really changed how I do faculty meetings, how I do collaboration. It's all centered around this. And then I lost my, and then the other one would be to really, again, listen to your team while balancing that to not letting them get you down. If they say they're struggling in an area, again, I'm guessing most of us have people in our buildings that are really good at doing these various aspects. That shared leadership piece. Have them be those people who present in a little mini session, or you get people into other people's classrooms, that kind of thing.
My advice would be to stay organized. There have been a number of times this year where I feel like we're all just like trying to keep our head afloat. And so what we've learned from this year is that next year we're going to have actually a master calendar that's just for the Ci3T team, where we put down all of our team meetings, all of our reward opportunities, all of our honor roll assemblies, all of our Connect with Kids meetings. It's going to be on this one master calendar. That way we all know what's going on, and if we have it written down, we can stay towards that goal to get it accomplished. So
I would say whatever you're rolling out, if it's the matrix, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, just make sure that's what you're focused on and do it with fidelity. I know that's a common buzzword right now, but that's important that you stay focused. And so if year 1, you're going to focus on the matrix, make sure that's what you're focused on. And then tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
So I'm going to copy what Tammy did and present two pieces too. In secondary, you guys already have heard both of these, but the first one is, along with the idea of transparency, be transparent, but definitely get across the why of every piece that you're doing. Make sure that the why is clear and accurate, and it's just easily understood for your staff to increase the buy-in. The second piece is I'm taking off my staff hat and I'm going to put my parent hat on. And as a parent member, please involve your parents. Explain to your parents the whys. Explain to them the program, because they're going to be some of your biggest supporters, and they may also be some of your biggest naysayers. And I said this in the last session. When people don't like something, they take to social media right now, and they can really take down the credibility of this program if they're going out to social media. And so as a parent member on my daughter's committee, one of my biggest roles is actually dispelling the myths that come around Ci3T. So if you can roll that out and you can keep it in front of the parents at all times, it really will help a tremendous amount. So just don't forget your parents, and don't forget to involve them in an active way also.
I would say to make sure you take an approach of do as I do, not do as I say. If you're going to be a Ci3T leader in your building, then you have to be willing to lead by example. That's all there is to it. You need to understand every aspect of it. And the other piece I would say is you need to be prepared to meet teachers where they're at. You may have to have individual conversations. The analogy I always used was like a swimming pool, because it's almost summer, and the pool is Ci3T, and there's a deep end. And that's where I hang. I hang out in the deep end. I'm comfortable there, and I've got some people that are in the shallow end. And that's fine. And I've got some people that are at least willing to stick their toes in the water. And then there's some people that I at least want them to come into the pool and sit on the side. And so sometimes you just have to say, David, are you at least willing to come into the pool and just catch some sun, just hang out? You don't have to jump in the deep end with me. Will you at least come in the pool, please? And they're like, yeah, I'll at least come in the pool. So lead by example and be prepared to meet teachers where they're at. That's what I'd say.